Hi everyone, and in this video we're going to talk about finding the key signature of a song. Now if you don't know how to play the horizontal scale yet, I suggest that you bone up on that or learn it. The horizontal scale works like this. You start on a note, you count 1, 2, 3. When you get to 3, 3 and 4 are going to be side by side. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 7 and 8 are side by side. So the quick and easy way to remember this is 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 are side by side, always and forever. This is true no matter where you start. If you start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 side by side, always and forever. Now what a key signature is whatever 1 is. I mean, there's more to it than that, but if you want to make it real simple, a song is in a key, and a key is whatever you're making number 1. I should say key signature. The key signature is whatever 1 happens to be. Now there's 12 possible key signatures because there's 12 notes in Western music. And if you don't know where I got that number, you can use your guitar. The double dots means that the guitar resets. So by now you should know that this is your E string. Well, over here this is an E as well. So if we got an E and an E, so if we count frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 unique notes, and then it just resets all over again. So a song could be in one of those 12 keys. In some other types of songs and musics, the keys will constantly change. But for basic music, for lack of a better term, a song is generally going to stick to one key. And the way we figure out what key signature a song is in is we use that horizontal scale, and we use our listening to determine what notes are in and what notes are out. And the biggest thing to hone in on is anytime your ears tell you that you have 2 sets of notes side by side, that's a really good thing, because anytime you have a pairing, there's a 50% chance that this higher note is going to be the key. That's going to be 1. And that's because anytime you have pairings of notes like this, it's either 3 and 4, as I discussed before, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or it's going to be 7 and 8. And 8 is the big one, because 8 in music is also the reset point. That's also 1. So 8 and 1 are kind of used interchangeably. I know it's a little confusing, but hopefully this video helps. And if you can't really remember it from a lesson or whatever, maybe you'll get it on this how-to video. So the song that I'm using is U2's With or Without You, and that song's in a key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the song, I'm going to have it play in the background, and then I'm going to pick notes on the high E string. I like using the high E string because it's easier for me to hear, but you can use any string you like. I'm going to use that string to kind of listen and see what notes sound like they fit in the song and see what notes kind of sound like they don't. Okay, so here we go, pulling up the song. And I did a karaoke version, so I'm less likely to get copyright infringement things. Okay, so we got music. Once music's going on, there's a key. Okay, so I'll just grab kind of anywhere I like and see if I've landed on a good note or a bad note. So here we go. Alright, so this note. Does that sound like it fits the song? Yes, no, or maybe. Anytime it's a no, that means you've landed on a blank space, and anytime you have a wrong note, you're surrounded by good notes. So if this is maybe, it's a maybe yes, it's a maybe no. So I'm going to try the very next fret and see if that sounds good or not. To me, that sounds like it fits a whole lot more than that kind of sounds out of place. So to me, this maybe is a high chance it's a no, because this one sounds good. So if this is a no, that means this is going to be a yes. Ooh, yeah, that sounds really good. So if I pause for a second there and just kind of look at this, I have 2 sets of notes that my ears are telling me sound like they fit in the song. Theoretically speaking here, I could have landed on 1 and 2, 2 and 3, but you know what I could not have landed on? 3 and 4, because 3 and 4 have to be side by side. So it also means I could have landed on 4 and 5, 5 and 6, 6 and 7, but not 7 and 8, because 7 and 8 have to be side by side. So hopefully by now you're kind of catching the drift as you're using your ears to figure out what notes fit and what notes don't fit, and you're going to get this alternating pattern until you find a pair. So I'm going to keep the song going, and I can go in either direction. Let's keep going this way. How does that sound? I don't think that sounds good. So if this is a no, that means this is yes. So let's see. Doesn't that sound a whole lot better? Yeah, that sounds a lot better. So this is a no. Yeah, and again, surrounding sour notes or notes out of key are notes in key. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty good. I might have found a pair. But just to confirm, I'm going to play this note, and it should sound bad. Yeah, that doesn't sound so good. So that confirms this, which means I have a pair. Okay, great. This is a good thing. I found a pair. This could mean that this is 3 and 4 or 7 and 8. Okay, and with that being said, I could be playing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or I could be playing 7, 8. 8 is also known as 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it really kind of depends on what ends up happening over here to where I can figure out what key we're in. So previously we determined this note and that note as well. So I'm going to try this note right here and see if it fits. How's that sound? You like that? What? If it's not that, then it would be this. I wonder how this would sound. So this is a tough call. But to me, this one sounds more out than that. Try that next note. That sounds really good. Let's just make sure it's not this. So if this is true and that's a pair already, and that means it's not going to be here. Yeah, that sounds really bad. Okay, so now I have two pairs. So now I have two pairs, here and here. So they both can't be 3 and 4, and they both can't be 7 and 8. They have to be one or the other. So you can just use simple math here, and there's a general rule. Anytime they're farther apart, this is going to be 7 and 8. Anytime they're closer to each other, that means this is going to be 7 and 8. But let's just say you didn't know that. Let's say I called this 7 and 8. If I did, 7, 8, 8 is also known as 1, and I'd go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you see how my 3 and 4 pair is here? Well, that can't be the case because my pair is there. So that means that this is not 7 and 8. That means this is 3 and 4. So if we do think of this as 3 and 4, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, and lo and behold, 7 and 8. So 8 is the note that you really need to pay attention to because that's your key signature. Because 8 is 1, and whatever 1 is your key signature. If you don't have this note memorized, you can kick it to the low E string. If you don't have this note memorized by then, you can use a tuner. And the tuner will tell you. I don't know if you can see, it says D. Can you see that? Yeah, maybe you can. I don't know. It says D. So this song's in the key of D. And so in the hands of a trained musician, once you tell them what key they're in, they can go, okay, great. Thanks. They can use their scales. And they don't have to worry about not sounding bad. You're going to sound like you fit the song. There's also chord work that you can kind of determine from the key as well, but that's for another video. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how to find the key using that horizontal scale, finding your pairs of notes, and try to identify which one is 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 by kind of doing the math and seeing if the numbers line up. I hope that helps. See you at the next video.